That
When
was
the last
old.
when the last time Steph didn't have a field goal in the game?
I
Like not
don't think
even
I've
one.
ever seen that before. I'm gonna be dead honest. I've never seen that before. I can't tell the last time I've seen that. But this
I'm tired of Steve Kerr, man. I'm tired of this dude. I'm
this
tired of this
L
dude, man.
Pedrin, we're gonna talk about this L and all of this stuff and tonight and right, but I'm telling you, it was beyond tonight. Roll all the way back to that Spurs game. You know what I'm saying? And just look at the patterns and how they were approaching these games. Right? All of a sudden, shit goes awry, and it years ago, Steve Kerr does shit like this. So James Wiseman was playing amazing. It was a game in Chicago, and him and Steph were in pick and roll, and he was dunking the ball every time out of the pick and roll. James was dunking the ball every time. The very next game, he was doing dribble handoffs at the elbow, right? And then he started to get used like Andrew Bogut. Um, and there was all types of turnovers. He was bad defensively, all types of shit, right? And it's almost like when something goes well, it's almost like Steve says, "All right, that goes well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try some other shit that I think you should do. Like you should be this type of player." Next thing you know, shit goes bad, shit goes awry, and next thing you know, we are blowing games left and right. Um, that's literally what's been happening. I would say like the last 10 games. That's literally what's been happening. And we've been blowing games left and right because something was working. The offense that we had earlier in the year, it was working. And then all of a sudden, every offensive number fell off of a cliff. And when I mean fell off of a cliff, they fell off of a cliff. We are damn near, after tonight, we're probably running a below average league offense right now. Something was working, and then all of a sudden, we're running shit. We have three non shooters out there, and we're trying to run some split action. What are we doing, man? What are we actually doing? We're running offense that doesn't work, and then a funny thing happens when we play the Grizzlies. It always happens actually. They beat our ass. And I've never seen a team know what we're going to run before we're going to run it. They're jumping every passing lane. Every single one. Every single passing lane is being jumped. Every single one. Every passing lane is being jumped. Um, Draymond is out there, and what was that effort by Draymond tonight, by the way? Draymond and Steph specifically. Draymond had 0 points, 0 of 4, no rebounds, no assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 4 turnovers. That's the most negative game I've ever seen in my life.
No effort. No
That's a Tony
effort.
Snell type. That's a Tony Snell type performance. Steph Curry, 0 of 7, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 points. Negative 41.
Did
What
they
is that,
actually want to play the game tonight? Genuine
bro?
question. Did they actually want to play tonight?
Dennis.
I don't
Dennis
know.
had five
You don't
five
know?
assists.
Well, then how the hell are we supposed to know then? If the guys don't know if they want to show up tonight, how the hell are we supposed to know?
Williams
Did they
Pods
actually
tonight.
care about tonight? Did
Hey,
they care
Pods
tonight?
tonight, man. Can't blame
had a
Pods
good
because you
game.
know what? Pods
Can't blame
had
Pods though.
21. Pods had 21, six assists. Bro, bench
Four
Steph ain't gonna
rebounds
start
and
Pods,
two
man.
assists.
Fucking hell.
2 assists. So he hooped, bro.
You gotta be joking, man.
It's the BP1 era. It's the
So
BP1 era.
basically, if I'm telling you, if the guys, the main guys, they want to play like they don't care, why should anyone in this room care?
That's a good question.
Like, why would we have to? Why do we have to reciprocate that same level of energy if you're not going to give that same level of energy on the court? Why should we?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really even angry because it's like if dude motherfuckers don't give a fuck, bro, I'm not gonna give a fuck either, bro. I
Yeah, man.
mean, if I'm the front office right now, Joey Lacob has all the ability to say fuck it and go tank for the next white Jesus Cooper flag and call it a fucking day. Because Stephen Curry doesn't want to play basketball. Draymond Green doesn't want to play basketball. Not even a field goal, bro. Your 2 points was off a fucking free throw. And then Draymond Green is out there fouling niggas and hacking niggas because he doesn't want to play basketball anymore. You see, he didn't come on for the rest of the game. This shit is a joke. This shit is a fucking joke, man. These niggas don't want to play ball. It's all good though. You can still watch, man. It's cool.
I mean, Steph already has 4 rings, so we chilling with it.
It was a nasty game. Very, very nasty game, man.
So
And
so
he all started with the effort of Steph and Draymond.
now let me tell you something.
What
We
was
got
the
our ass
what would have been
kicked.
the difference? What would have been the difference tonight if the main guy sat? What would have actually
Hold
been the
on, hold
difference?
on, hold on, hold on. Maybe they would have tried harder. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. If the main guys sat, they would have tried harder. But this goes back to Steve, right? Let me tell you something. There was a game, 2 games in a row, matter of fact. Minute 4, minute 7. Minute 4, minute 7. Reason I'm bringing up the minute 4 and minute 7 is because we sat Steph minute 4 of the third, brought him back in at minute 7. That happened 2 games in a row. We lost those 2 games, and we have not been able to recover after those 2 games. During that
No,
time, during that
Urkel,
time,
I want you to repeat what you just said. By the way, you said that they would have tried harder tonight if the main guy sat. Does that not scream something internally wrong? If all the other guys except the main guys have to try
why are we going to
harder,
maximize Steph if Steph is going to give me uh, this type of effort? Seriously,
which is why I said
let me
before,
tell you something, man.
if he's gonna play all nonchalant and not give a fuck, why should we?
I mean, bro, it's kind of comical that the game that we lost against the Rockets was the one game that Stephen Curry and Draymond Green played, but the other two, the guys just played more effort, more everything. I don't know why. I don't know, bro. There's no analysis. There's no nothing here. Steve Kerr's not a good coach. Stephen Curry and Draymond Green aren't playing good basketball. There's no analysis here. My dogs are fucking barking because they're angry too. I showed them the fucking score and they're upset. It's like there's not here, bro. There's nothing to talk about. There's no saving grace. There's no nothing, bro. Before it was like, oh yeah, Stephen Curry would save us, right? We need to get Steph help. There's no Steph fucking help. We get a nigga here. Is Steph gonna play different type of basketball? No, we're gonna see the same thing, bro. I like. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really think there's a saving grace with the team, and it's not like old guys are washing up and the young guys are really starting to put in and kicking work. Moses Moody not playing basketball. Jonathan Kaminga was 2 of 12. Hey man, Pods at least had 21. So hoops, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. It's trash. It needs to go. All of them.
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. 2 points, 2 points. That's what we got out of the starters tonight. 2 points, 2 points. Steph and Draymond, 2 points. Kevon
You know
Looney.
when was the last time, by the way, that Steph didn't score a single field goal in a actual game? That shit was 14 years ago when he was a fucking rookie.
I don't think I'm pretty sure there was like a stat where Stephen Curry has never ever not made a field goal in his career.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
the
his worst
first ever
game, man.
time
This is
that
his
that's
worst
happened.
game
No, there's
ever.
no
It's,
way that there's no way.
yes, he has never not made at least one field goal. He didn't make a singular field goal
This
tonight. In the
this
Boston
is
game when we
his
got blown out, he made a field goal. He's
this
made a
is
field
his
goal
Y'all in
in the
here
worst
Boston.
talking about this
game
game,
ever.
right?
This is
Hear
his
me out,
worst game
bro.
ever.
We got our ass whooped in this game, but I'm telling you, we need to go back and survey and look at what happened game to game to game to game during this losing streak. And I'm telling you, you will see a common theme here. Why are we experimenting so much? Why is this lineup and that
They
lineup and
went to
this
a
lineup
12
and
man
that lineup,
rotation again. They
that
went to a
lineup
12
and
man
this lineup?
rotation.
Yes, bro. It's like, why? Like, this
They
12,
just got
13 man
Dennis and
rotation.
went back to a 12 man rotation. You can't make this shit up.
Steve Kerr was playing Pajemski, Gary Payton, and Buddy Hield.
And
When
Lindy Waters.
when Jerry Jackson and the other guys, 7 footers, were on the game, he played those three people. For what reason? Like, where's the defense? Where's the defense?
I don't know,
And then
man. You tell me.
the first 4 minutes of the game, Stephen Curry was setting screens for Kevon Looney. Stephen Curry is setting screens for Kevon Looney and Draymond Green. Well, what is that?
This is the
Why?
second game in a row where they've
Why?
essentially surrendered a franchise record to
Why?
other opposing franchises from three.
Like,
They
you have
put
two
J and
seven
they put
footers in the
and they
game,
put
two
and
seven
they put JK
footers.
on the bench. And they put
Like,
JK on the bench.
bring them out of the pens. Play some pick and rolls the first 4 minutes of the game. Why are you playing motion? And Stephen setting screen for Kevon Looney. He has no offense. He can't shoot. He can't finish around the rim. So why are you setting screens for Kevon Looney? I don't understand it. And now he's out of rhythm. He can't shoot. Like, what do you expect from him? I blame him because he always agrees with this offense of Steve Kerr. It's trash. And the Grizzlies, we've played the Grizzlies for a long time. They know us. They know our playbook.
It's not trash. It's old. It's not
No,
trash.
no, no.
It's
I'm not
old.
saying.
Everybody knows it.
No, I'm not saying Steph is trash. I'm saying the offense is trash. The offense is
Yeah, no, that's
trash.
what I mean. Like the offense is old and the whole league knows it. Like he
Yeah,
keeps
exactly.
running the
So it's
It,
system that
trash.
worked in
bro, it's
in
crazy. He'll see it
2014,
not,
but not in
bro.
2024.
He'll see it not working
Bro, hear
and
me out.
continue to do the same shit.
We were running
That's
something
my point.
different. Hold on. Why were we running something different, right? Like, we were running a very stats heavy offense, and all of a sudden, we go back to the Steve Kerr shit. Why?
Cause
Why?
he seen it
Why?
working. He didn't want to. He wants all the good
It
grades and
wasn't
all
working.
the
Who
good
told him it
qualities.
wasn't working? Who told him
Urkel,
it
Jordan,
wasn't working?
This shit right here
Jordan
is not
told him
working. Why are we running
Exactly,
this,
bro.
bro?
it's
Urkel, when I
not
said that,
working.
see, when Draymond gave stocks praise, we suddenly went back to this
And when Melton
stupid,
went down,
dumbass, fuck ass motion, bro. And we
mm-hmm.
Facts.
stopped winning.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
not even
We
trolling when I
were
tell you this
we
nigga is a
That's kind of
we
stubborn
what
were
white
happened, bro.
man.
el-
He
we
needs
were
the ego.
11
He
and
needs it
30
to
and
stroke him,
3.
bro. He can have it, bro.
We
Keep
were
running the motion, man.
11
We were
and
winning
12
too
3.
and
much.
3.
Not his
11
system.
and 3 when we were winning that on
We
during
were
that range. We win 11 and
12 and
3
3, 12 and 3.
when
My
we
bad.
were using the other offense.
And then all of a sudden, they
11 and
changed.
3 and
We were
now
going
and
back
now
to the
we are
shitty ass offense, and now we're 14 and 12.
now we are 14 and 12 from 11 and 3,
Because
14 and
Urkel,
12.
12 and
This
3.
is
12 and
crazy.
3.
because Urkel, it gets predictable. There's like,
Exactly,
there's
bro.
set
Yo,
shooters on the
Reef.
court, and then there's niggas who are not
Bro, there
shooting,
was a
and their only
time, bro.
value is cutting.
Yo, Glorious.
Easy
There
to
was a
read.
time where I seen them trying to do the off ball motion. I mean, the screening for Curry. Nigga, they knew what he was doing. They were ready. Like the guy was
We were ready.
fucking top locking him, bro. Like that's how bad it is, bro. He
Like
couldn't
you,
even get
and
open.
and the thing about it, you know what? Motion is supposed to be unpredictable, but it gets predictable when you know the personnel and what they're gonna do. So
Exactly.
you let's say you try to run motion with GP2, Looney, and Draymond Green.
So
Where's the
three
motion? You
non-scorers.
you you
It's
you you
dumb.
know
Exactly,
It's
bro.
so
realistically,
dumb.
Exactly, bro.
It's
that
so
that
dumb.
Steph and Wiggins are gonna be the only niggas shooting that damn ball. So guess what? Jaren Jackson, he's guarding GP2. GP2 is wide open in the corner. Jaren Jackson is just free. Then the two guys double step. They pass the ball to whoever the screener was. The screener looks around, nowhere to go.
Easy.
It's
Easy.
Because it
crazy, bro.
doesn't matter what you're gonna kick out to a GP2 3. Yeah, bro, for sure.
And we have a
13%.
coach who can't see those things. Our coach can't see this. It's trash. Get Steve Kerr out, bro. I'm done with this man.
I don't get it, bro.
Get him out.
And it's just so
Please.
crazy, bro. There's times where when fucking there's three non-spacers and everybody's in the paint or everybody's on Steph Curry. What do you expect him to do?
You're on some more cardio, man.
Exactly.
Fuck it,
That's
bro.
what he's
Run
gonna
some more
do.
cardio.
And then people are
But
gonna be
go
like, yo,
run
why
some
is
more
the
cardio on his already ailing knees.
and it's crazy because people are gonna be like, yo, but Steph's not shooting or he's being fast aggressive. What the fuck do you want him to do when there's three niggas on him? Fucking every time he
I
touches the
don't give
ball
a
or
fuck,
he's
bro. He had
trying to
2
get a
points
fucking
tonight.
screen.
Like,
No, it's bad.
I'm not out
I
here
don't defend
defending
it.
Steph. He had
No,
two
no, no,
fucking
no,
points
no,
tonight.
no. I'm not defending him.
Did you
Like
see that
I'm just
effort?
saying, yeah, it was bad.
No,
He was jumping.
nobody
It
here
was
Defending
is
him.
bad.
defending.
No. He had
Nobody
2
is
points
defending.
tonight.
No, yeah, it was
You
bad. It was
supposed to be the
Nobody's
best
a
point guard in the
defending,
league,
whatever,
bro.
bro.
You can't
whatever you
you
want to
He
can't play
call
had
after
it.
2
2
points
points.
tonight.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. It
He
was
had
bad.
2
It was
points
bad.
tonight.
It was.
Let me tell you something,
I'm
bro.
not going to defend that nigga at all.
Like you see this Steve Kerr management plan, and okay, I seen it from the Dallas game. Steve Kerr goes hockey substitution. Jason Kidd goes starters. Right? Lead blown within 3 minutes. Okay? He holds Steph, holds Steph, holds Steph, holds Steph. Lead is already gone, by the way. Holds Steph, and look what happened. And that same shit has been happening ever since then. Because we're sitting there and we're holding people back and we're doing this and we're what is the point of that? Seriously, like really, what's the point of that?
It's just dumb.
You know what I'm saying?
The
Bro,
only
I'm telling
the
you,
only difference was in that game they actually
it's
won the
not
game.
it's not only about tonight, man. It's not only about tonight because the trend is terrible. Look at Draymond tonight and look at Steph. What do you see? Really? Tell me, what do you see?
Absolutely fucking nothing. The man literally pulled a Tony Snell tonight.
Man, they old. I don't want to get kicked because I know Urk gonna kick me, but the team stinks. It's a lot of changes need to be made.
Curry got to retire, bro.
No, chill out. No, what I'm saying
I
is
don't
this:
even know what
Steph
would
has
make
regressed.
Draymond Green to do.
He's old, so he has to play in spots, and he needs another person to take off the pause, but the load. Like the team just fucking stinks. It's okay. Like the schedule got harder, and we regularly stink. Kerr doesn't make it better.
Yeah, man.
Wait.
We
It's
are
Kerr
crazy.
doesn't make it better.
we
It's
It's not just that the
we
schedule got harder, bro. That's not what it was, bro.
Of course,
exactly.
Nigga,
We were
schedule
doing
got
one
harder. We
thing
went
but
because we were playing
teams that
hard teams,
consistently
bro.
lose, you stink. We
Nah,
find ways to
bro.
lose because
We
we
were
stink.
playing hard ass teams before, and then all of a sudden, the shit just
Mm-hmm.
looked different.
It
What
looks
changed?
different. The offense.
Reality.
bro. And reality, nigga, we
Not
went 4-1.
reality. What the
Wait,
fuck?
let me speak. We went 4-1
My
against.
nigga, you
Let
talking
me
about a
tell you the team.
5 game stretch
Hold
where the
on.
schedule
We
got
went.
harder.
Dante,
Only 5 game stretch.
Dante. Look at what happened in that Rockets game. That's a typical example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We
I
were
get what you're saying. That's a
we were
game. We won
controlling
that
the
game. Yep,
entire
we
game.
won
Dante,
that game.
We were
Dante, we
controlling the entire game, and then all
Mm-hmm.
of a sudden, Draymond Green is at the top of the key. Hear me out, bro. Draymond Green is at the top of the key, and he's throwing fucking balls way over Kaminga's head, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing? That's the
Bro,
type of
it
shit
How
was
that
many
I'm
games
talking
have
about.
we
Dante,
have
bro.
we
The
can
last
but
few
can I
minutes
ask
of
a
the game,
question?
we
Can
didn't
I ask
six
even
a
of them
question
now?
real
7
quick?
of them? We've let
Can I ask a
7
question real
wins
quick?
off the table, right? 7. We should have had like at least guaranteed 6 to 7 wins for sure, right? But we were
exactly.
a team that is not good.
the
Shit like
stage
that
is yours,
happens.
man. You can talk.
Can I just ask, right, real quick? Let me find out. Are the Spurs a good team?
Nope.
Like, okay,
Nope.
are the Nets a good team?
No.
The Clippers, you could say they're a decent team, right? Clippers
They're in
are a
the middle.
decent team.
Yeah, they're like mediocre
They're
middle.
a middle team. So
Yeah.
we had a stretch of guess who we played? We played the Spurs, the Nets, the Clippers, and the Pels. You would think in that situation you go 3-1, right?
At least.
No, we don't. We do the unthinkable. We dropped 3 games in that stretch. One
And we
against
almost lost the
Spurs,
Pelicans
one
one too.
against the Nets, and we almost. The only fucking saving grace for that Pels game was
It's
because Stephen Curry went crazy at
and
the end, and we won by 3 points.
mhm.
Like that shit
Brandon
is
Ingram.
comical,
Brandon
bro.
Ingram didn't want to
That
shoot
shit
open
is
corner too.
comical, man. That shit is fucking comical. We're not gonna do nothing when we're in fighting where the Pels are in prime tank mode. They look like a prime tanking team, and we only beat them by 3 fucking points. A hospital ridden fucking Pels, bro. That
Curry
shit
got to
started from
retire,
way
bro.
back then, and I
Even your
don't
dog is
understand because
pissed.
we had a 5 game stretch where we played the Cavs, the Thunder, the Celtics, the and some other team, and we went 4-1. But we play the Spurs, the Pels, the Clippers, the Nets, and who? Who else? The Memphis
Motion,
Grizzlies weren't that
motion,
good, and they were in the hospital at that
motion.
time. We almost lose against all those teams. We lose 3 of them, and we win 1. Fucking
Motion,
insane.
Oh, a lot
man,
of games. Don't get
motion.
it twisted. Kerr is definitely like, my nigga, what are you doing? Like, it'd be definitely. It's almost like what he does is he says, let's wait till the game
Curry
gets
just did
close,
25
or,
minutes of cardio.
we get down, and then I'm gonna bring Steph, and Steph come save us. Like, why you making the game harder on yourself? Like, why are you making the game harder for us? Like, Kerr definitely
He's a
does that
dumb
shit. Don't get it
coach,
twisted.
bro.
It grinds my gears for sure. It just, I don't
Okay.
like what I'm watching, and I hate this shit, and I'm damn.
And wait,
I gave up.
I have a question. Do we really think that Steve Curry is a good coach? For real, for real. Steve Curry, is he a good coach?
He has moments of where he shows his good
It's a
skill set,
wings league, and this
but
motherfucker
this is the
ain't
thing.
trying to put like the 2 wings at the same
It's
time.
heavily
The whole
dependent on
league
the
is playing
greatness
with
of
two
Steph
wings,
Curry, and
and
Steph
he's
Curry has
just
to
playing with one
progress.
at a time.
So we need
I
some
just don't fucking
differences.
get this coach, man.
His success is heavily dependent on peak levels of Steph Curry and Draymond
It's a
Green.
wings league. It's a wings league. The motherfucker is running like 3 guard lineups. Jesus
We need
Christ.
athleticism. We need size. Oh man, we need so much, man. This shit is, oh my god, it's hard to watch. And you know
All
what?
right.
After all this said,
Let me name our bench,
GP2,
right? Hold
I'm
on, hold on,
on
hold
board
on,
with
hold on.
GP2 leaving. I'm on board with
Let
that.
me name our bench. Hold on. Jonathan Kaminga was on our bench. Lindy Waters, Trace, Guy Santos, Kyle Anderson, Buddy, Gary Payton, and Pods. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players played
Do,
off of the bench tonight. So 8 and
do,
5
do
is
you
what?
say
13 people,
TJD?
right?
Do you say TJD?
Hold on. 8 and 5. Yeah, yeah. So that's 8 people I counted off of the bench. Is that correct? 8 plus 5 is what? Okay,
13.
that's 13. Do you know the only person that really doesn't get any run off of that bench is Guy Santos? Every single night, all of those guys play. And that's what's been happening over the last, I don't know, month or since the season started. All of those guys play every frigging night, no matter what. No matter what the situation, no matter what. And that's been happening. That happens every game. No matter what the
Alright.
situation is, those guys are going to get in there. And I told y'all that it was going to bite us in the ass, right?
Steve Kerr, man. Steve
And
Kerr
then when it
is
bit us in the ass, do you know what he did? He changed up the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, we have musical
Exactly.
chairs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. Yo, you know what's crazy?
bro, you know when we had Melton
He didn't
out
even
there
play
and
Kyle
Melton
Kuzma.
was actually healthy, we were still playing musical chairs at the 2 guard spot. You know what I'm saying? So sure, I can talk about injuries and all of this stuff, but when Melton was there, we were still Melton was coming off of the bench. You know what I'm saying? And we're still playing the
exactly.
musical chairs thing.
That's why
Nah, I
I
feel like
never
if
buy
Melvin
the
stayed,
Melton
if
excuse.
Mel, if never,
I
if
never
Melvin was
bought it.
never, if he never got injured, he would have been the 2 guard. I don't think they would have kept messing around with that.
Oh
First
my
off,
god.
Dennis Schroeder tricked us.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't trick
Nah,
us.
bro. Like,
They just didn't want to play
I'm not
basketball.
hold
gonna
on.
blame
That's all.
Schroeder, and I'm not gonna blame anybody on the bench for what happened in tonight's
Go
game.
ahead.
That was
They just didn't want to come play today.
absolutely atrocious. I cannot believe what I was watching. From the moment I saw the starting lineup, that was messed up by Steve Kerr. What he did. These guys need to have some continuity. You can't keep switching the lineups every fucking night. You can't keep doing that. You're not gonna get guys to buy in. So what happens to our players' confidence? What happens when you put these guys into position and they think, oh, coach believes in me. I got to go out here and make an impact. I got to make a difference. So now we get
Right.
Schroeder comes in, and I think it's a great pickup. All right. I think everybody knows what Schroeder is supposed to be doing. Now, one of you know, the reasons why Schroeder, I guess, agreed to the trade was because he wants to be featured. He wants to be a featured player here at Golden State in a starting lineup. Otherwise, he doesn't really want to be a part of it. Now, I know a lot of people look at it like, okay, Schroeder's in. We had, he's a good defender. He's got good length. He's got a 6'8" wingspan. He's only 6'1", but he's got a 6'8" wingspan. All right, close to Melton. Melton was 6'3" with a 6'8" wingspan as well. So we think, okay, maybe we're getting a similar player, put him in the same role, and hey, we'll be all good, right? Except that's not exactly how it goes. I'm sorry. Melton does not play the same type of basketball that Dennis Schroeder plays. So it's going to take some time for that to actually work. Now, Draymond exploded the other night, scoring 21 points. He had a bunch of threes. He got hot and he was scorching. Tell me why every time he puts, Kuminga into the starting lineup and he gets a thing going, like the team was not this bad, but then he pulls him right out, and now we have to basically bank on a bunch of guys trying to learn again how to play with each other. If you're going to keep him on the bench, just keep him on there and let him play with whomever, but don't keep switching this shit back and forth. All right, I'm not going to blame the guys on the bench, right? Because when you go out there as a starter, when you're playing behind Steph Curry and Draymond Green, championship Hall of Fame players, you're not going to sit here thinking that you're going to show these guys up or you're going to do what these guys couldn't get done. So when they come out and those guys play like the way they did tonight, like I saw some lazy fouls from Draymond Green. Like I've noticed them, they're coming a bit more and more frequent. All right. And it pisses me off because this guy is a very good defender. All right. What it's telling me is like he doesn't have the legs to be able to keep pace with some of these players, defensively. He can't keep up with them. He's losing some ability there. That is obviously going to impact Steph Curry. All right. Not that is, the problem. Steph Curry has his own issues because he's slowing down as well. These players aren't getting any younger. But how do you come behind these guys who, Steve Kerr is going to, we're keeping them in the start. They're in the starting lineup. They're who they are. How are you going to come after these guys and think that, okay, you're going to be able to come out here and do better, especially being in the starting lineup, then getting relegated to the bench and then expected to come in. And when the starters don't do it, then you're expected to carry the load. No, this shit fucks with people's heads, man. This is going to fuck you mentally. So no, you're not going to come out and start playing like a star player because, especially when you have a bunch of guys around you that you don't even have that many minutes playing with. All right. And on top of that, now you have to think, well, shit, what the hell did I do? Why am I playing on this team instead of playing on the first team or playing with guys that can help my game and play better? So there's that. Now, obviously, shit went south midway through November. Okay, the team was playing good. We know that these guys can play to win. We've seen them do it. But when you start playing them with different people and changing this and changing shit that wasn't, that's when the problem started happening. Okay, and in my opinion, Steve Kerr, all right, as many games as he's won with the Warriors, you see what happens when Steph Curry is not playing the way that we've become accustomed to. We see what happens when we see Draymond not playing the way he's been accustomed to. You're supposed to be able to adjust, make changes. You should be able to see what your players are doing out there on the floor and figure, okay, we got to make some. Wiggins was the only player out there. You guys have beat this horse to death anyway. He was the only player out there, like, in the starting lineup that was actually doing anything. Okay, giving effort and doing what he's supposed to do. And I have never been this disappointed in this entire group, mostly the starting lineup, since I've been watching.
It ain't just tonight, man. It ain't just tonight. Like, it's been this entire time. And I'm going to be honest with you. We can sit here and we can talk about pods. We can talk about TJD. We can talk about this guy. We can talk about that guy. But you know who it pretty much comes down to? It comes down to Steph Curry. And it comes down to Draymond Green. Right? Like, we can talk about all of these people that we want, pods and pods and his little signature shoe and his little publicist. We can talk about all of that, right? But end of the day, somebody gets paid $60 million on this team. Somebody gets paid $25 million on this team. Somebody gets paid $26 million on this team. I'm not gonna sit here and blame the guy that gets paid $3 million on the team. How about the motherfucker that sits there and gets paid $60 million, 25 million, $26 million? How about we talk about that, right? And like if you cannot play 35 minutes, 32 minutes, 33 minutes. And your coach is sitting there and he's like, oh, I'm going to sit there. I'm gonna burn out Steph and we're going to play him 28 minutes in games that we need. Because if you look at the conference, it is a pretty tight conference. You know what I'm saying? And if you cannot give more than 28 minutes and your coach is going to sit there and sit you for 9 straight minutes, what other superstar in the league, what other star player in the league, what other player that takes up more than 35% of a team salary cap is going to sit there and sit 9 straight minutes? If a player's going to
Nobody.
sit there and sit 9 straight minutes and then the coach is going to sit here with a straight face and say, I'm not going to burn them out. What's the point of it then? Fucking retire then.
Is
If you cannot play over 30 minutes a game, just retire then. What's the point?
You know what? We
that's
also gotta blame it on the fucking front office too, because all of this shit that they could have been doing, they could have fixed this shit in the off season with
By
with
the way, you say the front
no,
office,
look, no,
right?
just listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm saying CP3 contract, we could have really flipped that for somebody
That's
that could have
exactly what I was going to say.
that could have helped Steph.
So hear
Like
me
the
out.
Exactly.
Help Steph? How about he help himself? First of
no,
all,
no,
because
no, no, no.
nothing that he's been
I'm
doing,
saying, I'm
nothing
saying
that he's been doing like
like
the
this
last
shit.
couple of games has done anything to help. Let me tell you something about all these trade rumor bullshit that we've been hearing, right? It's a fucking facade, right? Because first of all, we had a $30 million contract on the table to trade. What did they do? They didn't do shit with it, right? So
Right.
you see all these little trades that they're
I think
talking
that
about,
I
like,
think that has more
listen,
to do with Lacob than actually that
And
listen,
contract
and
listen,
itself being
listen,
and
true.
listen.
Clay
You know,
and
But now we're
Clay's
talking
contract.
about trade this guy, trade that guy, trade this guy, trade that guy. Andrew Wiggins has the second highest contract on the team. It's at $26 million, right? Last time I checked, $30 million was more than 26. Nobody said a word, right? Nobody said CP's contract just walked poof for nothing. That was Jordan Poole's contract,
Exactly. Exactly. And they could have
right?
nah,
fucking
So
they
Eric,
could
so
have
there was a lot of
Steph.
people angry
everything
about
that
that
you
one.
hear them
Don't
talking
let
about,
don't do that.
but trading for a star and this, that, and the other. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a joke.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
insulting my
A lot
intelligence.
of Warriors
Exactly.
Andrew
And
fans, but
Wiggins,
this
not immediately.
Andrew Wiggins makes $26 million. Do you know what stars cost? They
e-
cost 40,
exact
45,
my
$50 million,
point. That's
right?
my point
So
exactly.
there is a massive Grand Canyon sized gap between $26 million and 45, $50 million. You understand what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
So how can I like listen to any trades, or we're gonna make this trade or we're gonna make that trade and this, bro? We don't even have the fucking contracts. Do you know why? Because they're under the first apron.
Yep.
They're under the first apron, right?
Yep. Yep.
They're not right. So now they're gonna save money, and that's cool. That's fine because that does us any good. So when you're gonna sit there and you're just gonna let contracts, they
That pissed
literally
me off.
let
I feel you, bro.
70 something million dollars of contracts just poof into thin air. But you know what? It's great because now they're a they're not a second apron team and they're not even a first apron team. So that's great because guess what? Uh Now we're going to float in the media constantly that you know what we need? This is what we need. We need trades and we're going to try to trade for a star. What's the mechanism in terms of trading for a star?
Gotta have
Seriously,
that
like
money.
what's the mechanism?
it's
Andrew
not.
Wiggins' contract?
Exactly.
So so you're
And
telling
that's
me
what
a
I'm saying.
team so you're
That
telling me
shit.
a team is going to do businesses with us with Andrew Wiggins' contract. So Kaminga's contract
Nobody.
that has value. So he makes $8 million this season, or $8 or $9 million, right? So then you're going to go from trading an $8 million contract to what exactly? So now you have to aggregate all of these contracts now, and then what? They literally just made 70 something $1 million just walk poof, thin air, gone. Why?
That's because the front office is basically the leadership. Sorry, is cooked.
Hell
Now,
yeah.
here's the thing, right? When they saw that they finished in the play-in tournament, all right, I knew this was going to happen. Like immediately, the front office, they're like, you know what? We don't think that this team is capable of winning. That's what they did. They figured they paid so much in luxury taxes last year to finish as a play-in team, one of the most expensive teams on the in the league. So they were going to shed salary, okay? And then they're going to be like, if you guys can show us that you can win with this amount of talent on the team, salary on the team, then we will consider. But you think about it, and you're Steph Curry, and you're like, hold on a second here. I mean, when you think of the teams that are actually competing to win a championship, all right, how much are those guys paying in luxury taxes? Do you think you can compete? Do you think you can compete this season going forward, really, without being in the luxury taxes, without getting talent
Listen,
that you're gonna have to pay for?
I knew the position that we were in, right? But then the front office is one thing, the salary is one thing, whatever, right? But then I had to open up the season, playing great, and then all of a sudden I watched Steve Kerr just start to do some of the most buffooneristic things that I've ever seen a coach
Oh,
do. And
They let
what's
him
going to
get away
happen,
with it. That's
But
the problem.
bro?
that's it.
And
That's
then what's going to happen, right? Is that you're people are going to sit here and tell me like he has 4 championship rings and he's smart. Let me tell you something, bro. There's seldom
They told
times,
Clay to stop living in the past just to let Steve Kerr
bro.
still live in the past and fuck
There's
around.
there's seldom times where I watch Steve Kerr do things and it makes absolutely any sense. He doesn't do anything that makes
no,
any fucking sense, bro. Because when you look at what other coaches do in terms of managing their rotations and all of this stuff, it's nothing like what Steve Kerr does, bro. This man will have the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th man out there playing fucking Luca and Kyrie, playing against Luca and Kyrie. And then you wonder like why we lose leads. Like that's the type of stupid shit we do. And then
God,
people are gonna fucking insult me and say, you don't know what you're talking about. He has 4 rings. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you watch what that man does?
well, this
Exactly,
is
bro. He does some
he's been
criminal shit,
doing
bro.
this.
Bro, let me tell you something,
Bro, there was
man.
a
Done it
lineup today
last
with
year.
fucking Kyle
Call
Anderson and four
Milwaukee
guards,
and give me Darvin Ham, bro.
bro.
Give me Darvin
Irk,
Ham. I
so
promise you.
I
Listen to me.
agree.
Listen to me.
I
Listen to
agree.
me. I will rub Darvin Ham's stump, and
Boom.
we will probably get more fucking wins, bro. I swear to God, because that's what it's gonna fucking take,
Yes.
bro. Let me rub his
Yes.
fucking stump and get some good luck, and I
bro,
promise you,
Irk,
we will get more fucking wins than this
Yes.
bullshit.
yo, Irk,
It's
there
so
was a lineup,
stupid,
Mm-hmm.
bro. There was a lineup today where it was fucking Kyle Anderson at the five and four guards. I kid you not, bro. Like who? How is that not coaching
Four
malpractice?
guards.
Irk, do you
I,
think
I know, I know the lineup you're
You
talking
think
about.
Steve
I know the lineup you're talking about.
you think Steve lost the pulse of the locker room? Like you think
He's
they're
probably close to it. I promise you, he's probably
you
close
think
to
they're
it.
losing like faith and like belief in what the fuck he's doing because it's like he's tinkering so much and doing so much extra shit.
Of
You think they're
course.
like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Waste like you think they're at that point to like it's just like especially like like a
Yes.
dude like Kaminga, like like Kaminga's probably like, yo, at this point, get me the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, you.
let me tell you something, man. Like sometimes I watch Steve Kerr and I'm like, yo, this man got to be sabotaging because I go back to that Nets game when you're going to sit this man for 9 straight minutes, and I'm watching dudes on the sideline, and they're like, "Yep, we know what Steve is about to do," and we're there picking our nails, and dudes just looking at his nails and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bite nails and getting a full ass manicure on the fucking bench while we're
Bro,
losing the lead, and then you wonder
hmm
why shit like this happens. Next thing you know, this guy is out, that guy is out, then we're getting hurt, then we're load managing this guy, then we're load managing that guy,
Right. And
and
I
then on top of
See,
it, I gotta watch another star over there play 36 minutes, 35 minutes, while this star is over here playing 28 minutes, and then I'm hearing, oh, his knees hurt, this, that, or the other. You don't want to press him. Well, fuck, bro. If he's
the,
sitting, if he's hurt, just sit his ass then, because you know what? You probably get better results.
Tell
Look
me
at the
why.
look at the jumbotron. Niggas over here laughing.
I'm
Like
looking at
what?
that picture in the jumbotron.
Look,
We got Steve Kerr gritting his teeth down, like what is that? Almost 60 points.
Bro, it's the
Like,
ego.
how do you
This is what
sit there
I
as a
said. I
coach?
said this weeks ago. He
This
has a
shit is
big ego,
crazy,
man.
bro. This shit
How?
is crazy. It's because he
How?
oh,
can do
a
whatever
big
the fuck
one,
he wants,
a
and
big
there's
one,
no
a
consequences,
big
bro.
one.
That
Dude, like
nigga, he has that front office at the grip
this
of his
There's a
feet.
this is when
big
you
one.
got somebody by the nuts and you're just seeing it come to
Exactly,
fruition.
bro. The
Like,
last 3
I do.
years should be enough sample size of Steve Kerr's like fucking decision making, all his brains, everything from 2022 to 2023 to right now. They should see that whole sample size and be like, "What the fuck is this?
Yep.
Is this
Now this
what
is
Steve Kerr is,
He's
or
the only
before?"
coach
Because
in
Bro,
2 years without
he
a
had a
start.
guy, he had guys and a
He's playing
guy,
five.
and they're like superstars in their prime.
but let
Now
me tell you something,
he
man.
has worse rosters, and
Juice,
his guy is declining. So
juice,
what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's up?
juice. We were playing pretty well before, right?
We
We
were,
were
but we
playing
were
well
playing,
before.
bro. We were playing. I don't know,
We were playing well before. We were
Let me
playing ball on both ends, and then all of a sudden, the experimentation started to
but
happen.
Eric, can
Why do we
doesn't
always
that say
have to
more? But
experiment,
doesn't that say more to
bro?
the
It
guys that
don't
they
matter
brought
how
in?
well we were playing because I've seen this before, bro.
Exactly.
because we are the
Dog,
I'm
I've
best
with
seen
team
you.
in
this
I'm
the
with
league.
before.
you 100.
I've
percent
watched us play
The
well,
best team.
right? I've watched us play well before, and then he throws the fucking monkey wrench in there.
What was
No
the
matter
Exactly.
monkey
what,
wrench? What did
bro.
he start doing?
Because he wants it done his way. He wants it so he can get all the credit and nobody. Bro, we was playing through, like you said earlier, Eric, we was playing through Scott's system, and we look like one of the best damn teams in the fucking sport. Defense, offense, everything, transition, everything.
Also,
Then we
Buddy was
lose one
shooting
guy,
lights out.
and this
You
nigga
know,
exactly. And then all of a sudden, when we start losing, we going on this crazy 2-9. Buddy Hield isn't looking the same. Steph is passive. Nigga doesn't even care
But wait,
about the game no more.
what
And
did he do?
Draymond doing his shit.
What was the monkey wrench?
That's what we're saying. What everybody's saying is that, or what we're saying at least, is that he changed. He went from Stott's offense and incorporating his offense, and both. He could do both motion and Stott's offense to just focusing mostly on motion instead of trying to
Wasn't that
focus
what?
on
Wait,
Stott's.
hold
But
on. You guys were doing that early in the season, no? It was heavy
yeah,
motion.
we were running a lot of Stott's
Not that
offense.
No, it
We
much,
were
wasn't.
It wasn't.
Go back and
Oh,
watch, bro.
and it
okay.
wasn't that
that's
predictable.
wasn't Stott's offense.
Oh my god.
It wasn't. Oh, I thought it was heavy
Bro, just go
Jordan's
motion.
back and
defense
watch,
is
man. I'm telling you.
I'm saying
Go
it
back
was a
and
so
watch.
lot,
There's a big
underpaid.
but it was
difference.
a lot of exactly. There was a lot of Stott's offense in there, and then once we start winning, I mean, once we start going back to the motion, that bullshit,
We
then
have
look what happened.
experimented. We
And
have
experimented with
experimented.
dumbass fucking
We have
lineups too.
experimented all the way back to the 10 seed, dog. Seriously. We have gone 2-8 in the last 10 just by experimenting.
That shit is crazy, bro. Like that. Like you saying that is crazy because all these games matter, dude. Like
All of them
all of
matter.
them
And
matter.
but bro, like we will
Bro,
sit here. So anytime Steve Kerr has done this, I have blew a fucking gasket because last year we had a game against Minnesota, right? This is a game that we needed. Okay. And I watched Steve Kerr with the same substitution pattern, the same one. And I fucking lost my shit, bro. I was like, I know what you're doing, and it's literally gonna have us lose the game. We lost that game.
I remember that Steph came in like
Bro, he
six
played
six one.
28 minutes that game. 28 minutes against a team that went to the Western Conference Finals. And then his smug ass response
And
at the end of
frankly,
the
the game
game.
was close. It was
Bro, his
close.
smug ass, it was a close game. His smug ass response was that, well, I don't see the difference if he plays 34 minutes or he plays 29 minutes. Doesn't make a difference. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
This coach,
And
man.
then we're gonna hear,
It's like he's
I'm
trying
not
to.
gonna burn him out. Like, well, fuck, like.
Like he's honestly
So now we're in the
trying.
10th seed now, right? Now we're in the 10th seed.
He's
Literally,
coaching out there
come
as if
on,
he was
man.
doing politics, man. Like actual real life government politics out there. Like it's crazy to me.
Let's get this man
Sports
out
and
of this team,
politics should not
please.
equivocate. But what do I know?
Let's get him
I mean,
out,
so like,
please.
what is the first like course of action to even right the ship? Because it's like, I don't know, like, what is the offensive
We
identity?
gotta get rid of Steve Kerr. We gotta get rid of
I
Steve
mean,
Kerr
I don't think
first.
that's
That's the
happening.
first
I don't
thing
think that's happening.
because man, this guy's a
I'm not trying to hear
terrorist.
about no like trade this and trade that because all that trade shit and you're hearing them leak to the media, all of this stuff, bro. That's a smoke screen. They ain't making no fucking trades, bro. All they did was just trade Melton's contract for Dennis. That's all that they did. You know what I'm saying? Smoke
Yeah,
screen, bro. Smoke screens.
I don't think
They
you
ain't
can.
looking to get no star. Like, so what are they gonna get a star with? You know what they should if they were actually serious about that approach, right? That that star talk is a facade. It's not real. It's fugazi. It's bullshit. It's false.
Yeah.
They
It's
should have done it
farcical.
a long time
It's
ago.
false. It's false. Right? $42 million. Poof in thin air. Right? Not serious. The man just walks. Right? Chris Paul's contract. Poof into thin air. Gone.
They hard capped us, man. They're not doing anything. That's what it
Come
means.
on, bro.
But they are hard capped. They cannot go over
Like
the first pick.
trade.
I mean, I don't
They
know if it's a
they
Steve Kerr
swung in the
test year.
summer.
I don't know if this is a Steve Kerr test year or whatever it is, but if he can't win with this roster, win with the players that he has, I think they need to move on from him
Just
because
resign, man.
Oh
Like
yes.
seriously,
whatever.
just resign. Hand it over to Terry Stotts, bro. Like seriously,
Well, they've
just
given
resign.
him.
Like honestly, like seriously, just resign because like I don't know why you have to experiment so much. You know what I'm saying?
It's past that time.
The deepest team
I think it's past
in
that
the
time.
league.
There's just
Just
too
resign, man.
much.
Like
Like he went to
seriously,
the 13th guy on the roster in the starting lineup to try to determine whether or not that's going to be your thing going forward.
Swish,
yeah,
name
the
It's
13th
like,
man,
another
man.
team in the
Like
league
seriously,
that does this. You can't. That's the thing. You
yeah,
can't name another team that does the
Lindy
exact
Waters went
situation.
from Lindy Waters went from not playing, right? Not playing to playing 30 minutes. More I watched a game where he played more minutes than Steph.
yep.
Why?
insane.
It's senseless. It's nonsensical. I see it and I'm shocked. I can't believe it, but it's literally happening right
it's
there. I don't
truly
see
just
anybody else doing
disrespectful.
this. I
It's
don't see
actually just
anyone else doing it.
disrespectful, Swish.
We got the worst coach in the league.
No, it
It's
is.
disrespectful to the
It is.
competition. It's disrespectful to your team. It's just like it's making a mockery of what we're supposed to know, like what's actually makes the league great.
Yeah.
He's making a mockery out of it.
So
Well, because he has, I think he feels like he has so much equity built up, and and that combination of all that equity over because the 4 rings and the shit ton of success, but then like the ego because he heard for years that it was just the players, so now like that combination, like I just think like he thinks he has such a long rope to do what the fuck he wants to do,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why you see him grinning like that when you're down 50. He's grinning because the dude has a shit ton of equity built up. And now he's just like, okay, it's my turn to put my imprint on this fucking team because for years I heard it was Steph, KD, Clay, and now he's like, let me experiment because I can do that. They're not gonna fucking fire me. They're not firing him. So it's like it's yeah, it's pretty weird like
he
to see that.
We need to start a petition.
They're not gonna fire
Gotta
him
go.
because Joe actually makes the final decision in firings.
Yeah, I
He's the
cannot see
last
them
guy you
letting
have to
go of
go
him.
so
through.
Hey
let me ask
man,
this question.
hear me
Last
out, bro.
Go ahead.
Steve Kerr needs to just resign, move to the mountains.
Yeah.
You and Margot move to the mountains and just leave us the fuck alone, bro. Seriously,
Alone, man. Yes.
retire,
Please.
call it quits, right? Move to the mountains somewhere and just go retire or go get a beach house somewhere, bro. Seriously, it's not for you anymore, man.
It's not.
Seriously, we need a fresh voice in here, bro. Fresh voice. Enough is enough.
I,
Because I literally watched that man marched us in a meat grinder, bro. He literally marched us in a meat grinder. Just doing the stupidest things.
does you guys realize we've been having
Over and
the
over.
worst games and they're happening more and more frequently? It's like every couple of weeks, this is the worst game we've seen in however long. Like this is a continuous issue that keeps getting worse. So it's not just, oh, we have a bad game here or we have a bad game there. All right. It's a problem that it's festering at this point. All right. And I
Bush,
think,
this is the second game in a row where they've let an opposing franchise have their new franchise record in something. Today it was
Yes.
the Grizzlies making threes. They had a
Yes.
franchise record tonight. Last
Yes.
game it was against the Mavs. That was a historic game because it was a record-breaking performance because it was about 45 threes combined by both teams. So
Yes. So that
this is
again was
completely
yet another
nonsensical.
record. So I think there is a bit of a departure there. I think the front office and Steve Kerr were probably having issues. They re-signed him last season for 2 years and 35 million total or whatever. And in my opinion, he should have been gone at that point. So when they did that, they're like, okay, fine, you want to stay? We're gonna maybe this is what happened. They're gonna give him that contract, but they're not gonna spend all that money to try to build a super team roster for Steve Kerr. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but in my opinion, those they
If
don't
that's
seem
the
to be
plan,
talking to
that's
each other.
I will
They're
say there.
talking past each other.
I will say there's one thing that no head coach ever has ever survived, like ever, and that's losing the locker room. Like,
I felt like I was descending into the depths of hell. Did he actually say that?
That's our new meme. That's going to be our tagline throughout the whole
he said that.
season.
He said
The fans
that.
are going to be feeling like they're descending into
He
the
said
depths of
that.
hell.
He said that in the in-season tournament game against the Rockets because they're all red court and everything. But
Well,
yeah,
shit, that's what it looked like
Well, shit,
tonight.
that's what we're all experiencing that right now. Depths of hell.
yeah, he said that. He said that against the Rockets. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, if he loses the locker room, then I could definitely see the front office then stepping in because, like, you know, especially if Steph like starts to insinuate like this ain't working, like in the media in the post game conferences, like because he did say I think last week like they don't have not I don't think he said verbatim there's no identity, but he said something about a lack of identity offensively, something like that.
A lack of identity
He
offensively,
said some.
bro. Let me tell you something, man. Don't tell me he said that because my problem is like, yo, we had something that was working early. Don't. I'm not trying
Let
to
me see if I
hear
can
that.
find. I'm gonna see if I
Oh,
can find the quote.
no, no, no. I know the exact quote that you're talking about, but like, what were we doing differently to start the season that we aren't doing now? And the wild part is they're just gonna go back to that shit and they're just gonna win games and they're gonna climb up the standings. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
That's exactly definitely what's gonna
And
happen,
then we're
bro.
gonna
It'd be
look
so
back
funny
on
to watch it.
then we're gonna look back on this shit and we're gonna say this was so fucking unnecessary.
If I can say one thing, then I'll drop back down.
Yeah.
Steph needs to be in his LeBron bag right now. He needs to go to the front office and tell them Steve Kerr's not working. He's been a professional his whole career. If any situation, this situation needs to go and throw his weight around and tell him this isn't working. And if you want to keep me, then you got to do something different.
Bro. This is nasty stuff, man.
That,
This is
that,
nasty stuff.
that's all I'm gonna say. I'm going to bed. I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
All right, man. Respect. Yeah, let me drop this shit off early, bro. I can't deal with this. I gotta salvage my night somehow. Hopefully the fucking Lakers can lose tonight, dog. These fucking idiots. Anyways, man, playback.tv/space gang. I'm gonna watch a Lakers game, man. Fuck this bullshit, dog. It's fucking
Hopefully the
nonsense.
Lakers can lose. Is so funny.